what's going on, people? Welcome back to my channel. You know the score. It's your boy Shingy. Got my guy Ems. I'm saying, we saying my boy.
Nah, man, I'm just here, man. You know how it goes, man.
Yeah, man. Just another day in lockdown.
Yeah.
Just living to work right now, innit?
That's it. Work, homework, yeah.
Peak, fam. Peak. But anyways, yeah, you know the drill. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Make sure you follow the channel, show some support. But yeah, we have to touch upon the big news of the week. Mr. Good old Frank Lampard. He was given the sack on Monday morning. You know what I mean? After beating Luton on the weekend. But, you know, some say it's been coming for weeks. Ems, would you say you're surprised that he got the sack?
I would say surprised. It was going to happen anyway. It's a Chelsea Football Club. Surprised he got sacked. No, but surprised he got sacked after the victory, yes. If that makes sense. Yeah.
A couple of Chelsea sources, well, people close to Chelsea, were saying that it was on the cards after the Man City game. And they was in consultations with different managers after, you know, that game. Apparently, Roman Abramovich had seen enough following that game, and the writing was on the wall.
Really? That's a bit disrespectful, though. That's a disrespectful. But I think that happens in the modern game anyway. So it's how you want to take it. But Frank, well, maybe the club was too big for him at the time because obviously he's not an experienced manager. But to be fair, I think when you're a pet Lampard, I'm sure it was for long-term stability. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Lampard don't have a track record of what we call it, winning trophies and stuff like that. He's a newcomer in the game. You can't expect a newcomer to flip in, you know, take 2 seasons to win a Premier League title. Come on, man, it doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know what, for me, yeah, I was surprised, yeah, that he didn't get given until the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? I thought obviously last season, you know, well, he had some credit in the bank from last season after making them finish top 4 without any signings. And obviously with the amount of signings that he bought this season, I thought he would have been given time to see if he could turn it around at the end of the season. But I guess obviously Abramovich was like, nah, I've given you 200 plus M's. You know what I'm saying? I can't take the risk of not making the Champions League.
But you'd have to argue though. Are these players these signings though? Did you have any input? We don't know that. We just know Abramovich threw £250 million. For all we know, could have gave £250 million and just flipping signed the players without, like, Frank is powerless to say yes or no. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think they have like a committee.
Yeah, because that woman, what's her name? Is it Marina or something? I can't remember her surname. I think she's the director of football, I believe.
I think they have like a couple other guys in their committee who discuss signings. So I don't know. I mean, obviously Chelsea insiders will know more than me and you. But yeah, like you said, were they his signings? I don't know. You know, but we've seen it before. You know, it's always difficult when you when you buy like 6 or 7 players, and they will need to to gel. You know, we saw it at Spurs. I mean, after they sold Bale. They got that piece, and then they bought like 8 or 9 players, and the only surviving member of that team at the moment is, and he's hanging on by a thread. You know what I'm saying? He's hanging by a thread, boy. So, I mean, do you think Frank would have been able to turn it around? Because obviously, according to his Uncle Harry, he knows the game. He's a top man. He knows his football.
It's a hard one to say, you know. But I don't know. There's like two sides. I'm on the fence because I just feel like he's only 5 players from the top 4. Yeah. And the way the season's going, the season moving like a bit like the Championship. You know, if you go on a little run, win 3 games, and then you're like a couple of players from the top. So yeah, he might be able to turn it around. But I just think, like I said to you in the last show we done, I feel like man knows he's like back his defense, but after that, his front 6, he has no clue. So, or he just doesn't know the best combination. So I don't know. If you don't know your best combination, you're gonna struggle. Do you know what I'm saying? You're just making up as you're going.
Yeah, and the
which is
fact that
tough.
obviously the big boy signings, Werner, Havertz, who were bought for big money. You know what I mean? They seem to be struggling right now. So, I think that was probably a big concern of Abramovich, or, advisors close to Abramovich were probably saying to him, well, he can't get a fine tune out of these players. Like, what's actually going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's just Werner's just not happening for him, man. I mean, like, you had the penalty, keeper saves it against Luton. He's had 1-on-1, balls going wild. No, just one of them spells, isn't it? But as you know, in football, you're not gonna sack 25 players. You're gonna have to sack the manager and bring someone else in. Do you know what I mean? So that's why they went for Thomas Tuchel. He probably because he's German. He probably gets something out of Havertz and Rudiger and Werner. So that's probably why they've gone for him.
Yeah, for real. But I just feel like it's just a reoccurring cycle for Chelsea. But that model works for them anyway.
That's it.
They're the most successful side since 2000.
Yeah, they are. But then you have to think to yourself, how many managers are you going to go through before you think, you know what, we might have to go through a bit of pain to get back to the glory years. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because it's too much.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's mad. It's like basically, every manager there they should just sign a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
Because there's no project at Chelsea. There's nothing. It's either you win or you're out. There's no like 3-year project. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in the group we was talking about Solskjaer. If Solskjaer was to do what he did last season at Chelsea, well, he would have got the sack. He would have
been gone in October. He would have been gone in October.
Exactly. So people obviously there are pundits that are saying, well, look at Manchester United, they gave Ollie time and now Man United sit pretty on top of the league, this, that, yeah. We haven't won anything at this moment in time. Yeah.
But these pundits are flip-flops though, because
that's what I'm saying, they are. Exactly.
There was girls all talking about, this is a hard job for Ole, and maybe it might be time for a change. But when Lampard's going through this, I don't hear nothing about I don't know. And it's like, the players, man, they're not strong enough. They seem a bit too soft, like, blah, blah, blah. Nothing what Frank said. Obviously, I understand, Jamie Redknapp's his cousin, so I don't think you slow your own cousin on TV.
Of course, he's not going to give an objective point of view at all. You know what I mean? Even his uncle, Harry Redknapp, he's not going to give an objective point of view. He was on TalkSport yesterday saying he's got an unfair deal, because he knows the game.
But people say this, but bro, since Abramovich been there, this is what he's been doing, bro. So when you sign, you know what's gonna happen if you don't get the necessary wins and trophies. You already know. So when you sign that contract, you might get the rough end of the deal. But listen, the territory. You get me? But what I will say is, when you get something from Chelsea, it don't mean that your career's over, though. You still get jobs, as we've seen in the past.
So what next for Frank Lampard then? If you he obviously still a rookie. Obviously it didn't really work out for him at Chelsea as the way he would like. So what next for Frank?
I don't know, because to be fair, even at Derby, I wouldn't even say that's a success, to be fair, because they were 6th the season before. So he got appointed, I believe. So I don't know. He might have to go back to the Championship, or maybe maybe Celtic. Maybe if Lennon ain't doing the job.
Yeah,
I've been hearing rumours about that.
Yeah, no, I think he should go to Celtic. Follow what Brendan Rodgers did. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers, he got the Liverpool job, did well in his first season, almost won the title. Second season, he tailed off and he got the sack. He was relieved of his duties. Went to Celtic, was there for about how many years? About 3 years.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 years. Won a lot of trophies. Obviously, it's not that hard in the Scottish League, but he built up his reputation, and then he got the job at Leicester.
Sorry cutting you off. Sorry, but I think Brendan's progression of how he got to this job to that job, I think That's how it should be. The credential, like he's progressed to get to where he's got to today. Do you know what I'm saying? So no one could question. So say like if Brendan Rodgers got like obviously Leicester's a top job, but let's say we got like a job bigger than Leicester. I don't think no one could argue because man's got the credentials. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's managed big clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? So you couldn't question that. But with Oli and Lampard, I don't talk about Lampard in particular, but with these type of managers, like they just come from wherever, what credentials and got top jobs. So and that shouldn't be the way. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I hear that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Lampard reinvents himself. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know where he goes. Like I said, I think he should go to Celtic and, you know, go toe to toe with Steven Gerrard. You know that bring a lot of spotlight to that league. But we'll have to wait and see where Frank ends up.
Maybe him going. I think him maybe going to another club. Yeah, it might be a good thing to. Obviously, that whole Chelsea emotion. Sometimes it can take its toll. You know, you're trying to please the fans and all of that. The emotion, you know, because obviously he was at the club for 13 years. So if he goes to another club, they don't really have an affiliation with. Maybe it could work for him.
Yeah, potentially. Now it looks as though, well, I mean, it's been confirmed that Thomas Tuchel's taking over. I'm not too sure whether he'll be on the touchline tomorrow for tomorrow's game, but he's definitely taking over. Do you think, obviously, Thomas Tuchel's going to be able to get a fine tune out of these players? I mean, when a new manager comes into a club, there's always that new manager bounce. Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea start to go on a bit of a run. But do you think he's the right guy to make Chelsea challenge for the league title?
It's a hard one, you know, because people would say the French league, everyone that goes there, manages PSG, goes and wins the league, innit? So can you measure that? I don't know. But then you got PSG the furthest they've ever gone in their history. So can that count as success? Some will say yes. So I think it's a thing of we wait and see. Would I say Tuchel is like in the same league as Guardiola or Klopp? I'm not so sure. Maybe just below. But we shall see. But they do have a top coach. Like I definitely think they've got a top coach.
Well, he's got a decent CV. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he managed Dortmund. He's managed PSG. I'm not too sure who he managed before Dortmund.
Mainz. He managed Mainz.
He managed Mainz. Yeah. So I mean, he's got a credible CV. So it'll be interesting to see how he applies himself at Chelsea, boy, and see how he handles the pressure, because Abramovich is going to be expecting big things from him. Where
yeah. And he signed a 3-year, I think 2.5-year contract. I believe
18 months.
I must have got my thing wrong, but I thought I heard 2.5-year deal. But if it's 18 or whatever, contracts don't mean nothing these days. You know what I mean? For managers especially. So
especially at Chelsea, they don't mean nothing.
Bro, I don't know, to be honest, if I would want my club to be right, Man United to be like that. I think I couldn't take that rubbish. I feel like, you know, especially. Do you know, I'm not even a Chelsea fan yet, but do you know which manager that got sacked? And I thought, nah, this is unacceptable. When Carlo Ancelotti won the Premier League and FA Cup, yeah, and I think the season after they finished second and won nothing, and then they sacked him. And I thought that was a disgrace.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
That's a madness. It's a madness, fam. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I would not like my club to be ran like that. Obviously, yeah, it's for Chelsea, they've been successful, but it's just a merry-go-round. It's like you can't. There's no level of consistency. There's always change, you know, continuous change. You know what I'm saying?
It's a rich man's Watford. A rich man's Watford, mate. Literally,
yeah, for real. But to be honest,
I feel like when you do this, you just give you give player power to the players, because the players already know, we lose 6 games, mate, you're out the door, mate. So you better just watch your mouth. You get me? So you can't. The level of discipline from for someone to be a Chelsea manager. Yeah. Must be tough because if the player's down tools, mate, you're out the door.
You're out the door.
Shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, man, you're out the door. But I mean, to be fair, I mean that's what these modern Chelsea fans know anyway. So for them to, for us to be like, oh, I wouldn't like my club to be run like that. But that's all these modern Chelsea fans know.
Yeah.
Obviously, they only really started winning stuff in from the mid 2000s, really consistently. And it's worked for them. So, they possibly don't really know any different, unless obviously you're an older Chelsea fan. But it's a bit of a madness, man, to be honest. It's a merry-go-round for them, because in 18 months, Thomas Tuchel may not even be there.
There you go. And then you never know, Lampard might come back again, bro. It's we've seen Mourinho come back twice.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think Mourinho will ever come back again because man is Tottenham and Man United. But you never know if Lampard goes wherever, becomes successful. Like, I don't know. I even think if Chelsea didn't have that transfer ban, I don't know if they would have let Lampard be the manager. I don't know. But we don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's interesting to see how Chelsea respond to this on the pitch. See whether they can get themselves back into the top 400. Because I don't think they'll win the league. But who knows, man? If they go on a mad run, you just never know. But this Premier League is too unpredictable. You know what I'm saying
100%.
But yeah, man. Ems, thanks for joining me. I mean, as usual, where can they find you?
On Instagram, it's ems.w.doms.
Oh, yeah. I just got distracted there because of West Ham. They've gone 3-1 up, innit?
Oh, they're beating Palace 3-1, yeah?
They're in good form right now. Is that? I think it's that Sonny checker guy. What's his name?
Oh, Soucek.
I think so. But they're in good form right now.
Yeah, Moyes proving the doubters wrong, yeah?
Well,
I think, do you know what, yeah? Do you know what's helped West Ham? The fans not being there.
100%. The players can just focus on their football. They don't have to worry about the pressure of the fans because their fans were getting a bit toxic with the club. There's a lot going on at that club. But yeah, man. Boy, they're in good form, boy.
Because right now, because I'm looking, they're only points from us and they're fourth.
Crazy. This league is mental this season, man. But yeah, man. Thanks for joining me this evening. It's been your boy Shingy. Remember to smash that subscribe button. Make sure you like, share it with your family, friends, and whoever it may be. Show some support for the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Shingy_LDN. Follow the football channel on Twitter and Instagram as well, YKTS Football. And yeah, we'll be back for more content during the week because there's football every day this week, boy. So yeah, look out for more content. But yeah, it's been your boy Shingy. It's been your boy Ems. So you know the score and we're out. Peace.